welcome to the Teen Heart to Heart platform. I'm your host Nalia Kabanda, and this month we just clocked 1 year, and I thank God for that. And this season we're going to do things differently. We're going to do different documentaries of different teenagers. Our first guest in this season is a teen mom. She dropped out of school because of pregnancy, yeah, because she's a teen mom. She dropped out of school and she's not able to go back. And this year she's made a decision to go back and finish her studies. And so, because she's working, going to do things differently. To tuition her on the 844 syllabus so that she can sit for exams in 2 years' time. So, with her permission, requested her if we can document the entire process, just to encourage a teen mother out there who feels like it's an end for her. So, the program that I'm doing with her is going to involve tuitioning. So, I'll be tuitioning her from 1 to from 4 work. We'll be documenting a bit of it, not the entire thing. And also, it will involve some, because she's interested in psychology. So, it will also involve some sessions where our, she'll get to have a perspective of what psychology entails, or what psychology really is. So our classes are going to be 3 a.m. Woo! Yeah, and our classes are going to be 3 a.m. in the morning. So um, let's walk with her in this journey. If you can encourage her, encourage her. If you can pop in one or two advice, I'd love to hear your comments. And cheers, let's start. That is it in the morning, and and I just sent her the invite. And today we're studying chemistry topic 1, and let's see how it goes. And I totally pray that through this exercise we'll be able to my prayer for her oh, sorry my prayer for her is that we will be able to finish the syllabus by next year so that she can sit for her exams. And I just want to encourage someone out there that sometimes you may feel like you're stuck in life, but there's no problem in starting all over again. Like, you can honestly start all over again. So by God's grace. Biology is the only science in study living things, binadamu, the human genetic. But science and physics is not studying living things, because because basically it deals with more of chemical and objects. So physics, the study of matter in relation to energy, and chemistry, the study of composition of matter. So that's why they always say the three sciences they speak to each other. That's why hata kwa selection unaambiwanga you can either do one science, or you can do the 3, or you can do the 2. Because basically in one way or another, it's related. Chemistry is thus defined as the branch of science that deals with the structure, composition, properties, and behavior of matter. Basic chemistry involves study a set or phase of matter. Like, what is matter? Ukiuliza. Matter is anything that has weight and occupies space. Yeah. It's as simple as that. I think tulifanya katika prima class 8. Nakumbuka kweli? Like, what is matter? Matter is anything that has weight and occupies space. Naturally, they are basic.
Ni class 8 kweli?
Ni form 1.
Yes, ndio nashanga ni class 8 kweli.
Nimeitafuta nikaona haikuwa class 8. So naturally, there are basically 3 states of matter: solid, soil, sand, copper, metal, bucket, something that is tangible, stone. You get?
Yeah.
So those are solids, like metal, like spheres, even is solid. Then liquid, we have water, petrol, ethanol, alcohol, mercury, and then gas, we have oxygen, nitrogen,
No.
water
Okay.
vapor. Mm. Made up of particles which are very closely packed. It thus has a definite or a fixed, when you say definite, it's the same thing as saying fixed shape, a fixed, definite, or a definite
Yeah.
volume, and occupies definite space. It has a very high, it has a very high density. So yeah, that's what I was telling you. Something
Yeah.
solid is has the things are fixed, like a fixed shape, a fixed volume, and occupies a definite space. Like the barrel you're holding, it is in a specific shape, so and then it is
Yeah.
in a specific volume. Ukiweka kwa measuring ukiweka kwa weighing machine, it will definitely give you the weight of that barrel, and then it occupies a definite space. Like ukiweka chini ama venye umeshika kwa mkono, there's a space in occupy. You get? And then a liquid is made up
Yeah.
of particles which have some degree of freedom. It thus has no or defined fixed shape. It takes the shape of the container it is put. A liquid has definite volume, occupies definite space. Or in this sense, a liquid, ile ile container umeweka ama place umeiweka, it takes that shape. Aina like this, aina like a fixed shape. Ukiweka kwa chupa ya soda, the same water umeweka kwa chupa ya soda, itachukua hiyo shape ya soda. But if you transfer the water
Yeah.
into a cup, it will take the shape of a cup. So it has no definite shape. But they're saying it has a fixed volume and
And occupies definite space.
occupies a definite space. Okay, because I think when
So
they say occupy a definite space, it means the space that it takes when you pour it into a particular container or into a particular place. So that space, kama
yeah.
ilikuwa maji inakusha 1 liter, when you pour it in another container, it will just take the same space in that other container. Meshika, I have a
So I have a question about solid.
eh,
Hapo inasema it has a definite shape.
mm-hmm.
Ulisema the same thing na ulipeana example as in which as in ukiweka kwa a sack of gunia kwa gunia ina take the shape of a gunia.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to ask like umenipea an example of the biro, si ndio?
Mm-hmm.
It has a definite shape.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot say like sand ukichukua a particular small piece of a sand so iko na actually definite shape.
Yeah, it has, yeah, sorry, yeah.
So hatuwezi imply solid similar shape
To
as in to liquid.
yes, at least. I think I think there I made a mistake. Ukiangalia solid by its own, it has its own particular shape. So we cannot define solid in the same context in which we define liquid. Yeah, that's so true. Late Nelson Mandela once said that every now and then a generation is called to be great, and you can be that generation. I tend to think what he meant, like if I'm to analyze if I'm to analyze his thought, I'll say that what he meant is greatness is called for every individual, is called for each and every one of us. And for me, in my school of thought, and I stand to be corrected, in my school of thought, I tend to think greatness comes as a result of maybe one, being intentional, like for yourself, just as in the same manner you will show up for your employer when you're employed, like every single day, you purpose to go to work because you don't want to be unemployed, you don't want to lose your job, and yeah, you want that money. So the same way you show up for your work, I tend to believe is show up for your own life. Showing up for your own life helps you be able to see growth in yourself. Like every single day when you make an intentional attitude, or I can say an intentional purpose or an intentional motive to better yourself, to be better than the way you were yesterday, to be better than the way you were the other minute. The best medal right now for someone who has shown up for herself is SHARON. Like, she decided, you know what, sawa sawa, I got pregnant as a 10 month, sawa sawa, I have two kids. And by the way, I did a vlog with her earlier, in my early vlogs, I can see last year, where she shared a story how she got pregnant. So as much as people might view her like she's failed in life, I am really grateful for her coming out and sorting out help, like asking out like, you, I want to go back to school and finish education, I want to get papers, I want to better my life. That is being intentional, her showing up for herself despite the circumstances. She is working, like she has an 8 to, okay, she has, I can say, an 8 to 8 kind of job. But despite of her working, she's decided like, I'm going to shop for myself. And what can I do? Yeah, that's better myself. And for, we sat down together actually, and they're like, you, this is what you want. You want to do your 8 for 4. You want to sit down for exam. So how can we best work with this so that you do your exam? And we decided, okay, so because you're working, why can't you sacrifice our morning? And personally, I'm sacrificing my morning because I'm seeing her zeal towards wanting to be better. I'm seeing her zeal towards wanting to do this thing. And there's nothing beautiful like helping someone who already has zeal, helping someone who already has that energy and that side to better her life. So this is just a call out to a teenager out there. You feel a teenager, or to think it all begins when you're just intentional, and then when you have the zeal of what you're intentional about. If your intentions are towards you becoming the best academia, if your intention is towards you becoming the best vlogger, if your intention is towards you becoming the best model, then now have the zeal, like have the energy, like have the side to push towards every single day towards that goal you want. Sense that I'm giving out to the world and to anyone out there who is willing to listen. It doesn't matter how bad you've fallen, it doesn't matter how bad you failed. What really matters is how you pick up yourself, and and also surround yourself with people who are supporting you. Surround yourself with people who speak life to you, not people who speak death to your purpose, or speak death, or speak negative towards your goal in life. So basically, yeah, those are my 2 cents. So let's see how the other topics went on. Natural numbers in symbols and words. Round off numbers to the nearest tens, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. Classify natural numbers as even, odd, or prime numbers. Even numbers ni kama 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 ikisonganga, and then odd numbers it's
Even even ile ulikuwa unaweza
multiply by
as
2,
in
it's a multiple of
why
2.
is oh yeah,
It's a multiple of 2. Alafu odd numbers ni hiyo 3, 7, 9. Alafu prime numbers ni zile zenye haziko divisible, kama 7 is not divisible by it's only divisible by 1 and itself. Solve word problems involving natural numbers, and then place value, and after rounding of numbers. So hizo tu ni whatever we just spoke hapo kwa objectives. Introduction.
yeah.
Place value. Place value, a digit have different values in number because of its position in a number. The position of a digit in a number is called place value. Total value, this is the product of the digit and its place value. Mshikapo, lakini utashika when we go to examples. So place value, before we go to examples, ni kama useme, nikupatia namba kama 12. So place on a 12.
Yeah.
Place value ya 2 itakuwa ones. Okay, place value inakuanga measured in ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, then tens of thousands,
100,000.
hivyo. So kitu kama 12, place value ya 12 ya 2 kwa 12 itakuwa ones, and then place value ya 1 kwa 12 itakuwa tens. Itakuwa tens. Then total value, for example, nipate the same serial number kama 12, wambie what is the total value of 1? Total value of 1 itakuwa 10 because iko kwa tens. Unaona?
Yeah.
Alafu total value ya 2 kwa 12 itakuwa ones. Actually, it's just like saying the same thing, but writing is what makes it different. So cover hapo juu.
So in order to get, because hapo ni mona total value, in order to get the total value umesema you add the digit and the place value.
Thank you. You add the digits and the place value. So kama example.
So how does
Sorry. Endelea tu.
example